In a hidden corner of the world, buried beneath layers of concrete and secrecy, lay an underground laboratory shrouded in darkness and despair. It was a place where ethical boundaries were not just tested, but obliterated. Here, in the cold, sterile confines of this forsaken research facility, a half-bunny, half-human girl named Bunz was imprisoned. Bunz's origins were as mysterious as the lab that held her. She was the object of an experiment meant to push the limits of genetic engineering and designed as a prototype for a new class of biological weapons. The scientists who conducted these cruel experiments sought to create a being of extraordinary agility and resilience. But what they got was something far more profound. A creature with a spirit that refused to be broken. Her days were filled with tests and trials, each more grueling than the last. Despite the physical and emotional torment, Bunz held on to a spark of hope. Her rabbit ears twitched at the whispers of the outside world, and her human heart clung to the belief that somewhere, somehow, there was more to life than the torment she endured. And so every night, she would hum and sing softly to ease her friend's fear and pain, while hoping her voice would reach someone out there. Even as she endured their twisted trials, Bunz secretly studied the facility's system. She paid close attention to guard rotations, memorized the timing of door locks, and tested minor breaches in her cell restraints. She played the role of the obedient subject, all while plotting small acts of sabotage and scanning for any weakness she could exploit to one day escape. One fateful day, in the middle of the night, the laboratory's walls trembled with the sound of an explosion. The facility's security systems were breached, and chaos erupted. Amidst the turmoil, an anonymous figure, clad in shadow and intent, moved through the corridors with purpose. This mysterious rescuer had one goal: to free Bunz and bring an end to her suffering. As Bunz's cell door was being unlocked, her sharp ears caught a faint, desperate sound from a nearby cage. It was a small, trembling voice calling for help. Bunz's heart ached as she recognized the voice of Malvin, a tiny, genetically modified creature who had been a companion in her darkest hours. Ignoring the urgency of their escape, Bunz turned and approached Malvin's cage. Her fingers fumbled with the locks, her mind racing with the thought of leaving her friend behind. The explosion's reverberations grew louder, but she was determined. With a final, desperate twist of the lock, the cage door sprang open.
Come on, Melvin!
Bunz whispered urgently, scooping up the small creature into her arms. Malvin's tiny paws gripped Bunz's fur as if holding on for dear life. When she was just about to run, Bunz all of a sudden stopped. Her gaze landed on a glowing control panel beside the data vault. It held the full neural profiles of her and Melvin. Years of brain scans, behavioral algorithms, memory logs.
What should I do?
She hesitated. If left behind, it could be used to replicate or control them again. But there was no time. The corridor behind them lit up with flames of explosions and approaching searchlights. With a heavy heart, Bunz turned away, leaving their brain data behind.
Let's go.
With her precious friend safely nestled against her chest, Bunz hurried back to the exit, guided by the anonymous figure. The rescuer's skillful invasion of the facility security allowed them to reach the hidden exit, leading Bunz to the surface world she had only heard of in whispers. Once outside, Bunz looked up at the sky. The first rays of sunlight warming her face, the fresh air filling up her lungs. The anonymous rescuer, their identity still shrouded in mystery, handed Bunz a small pendant. It was a symbol of hope and a clue to their identity. though its meaning remained a puzzle. With a final encouraging nod, the rescuer disappeared into the shadows, leaving Bunz with a heart full of gratitude and a mind teeming with questions. But before she could take another step, the adrenaline faded and the exhaustion hit her like a wave. Her knees buckled, her vision blurred, and she collapsed. When Bunz awoke, she was lying on a worn mattress in a dim, unfamiliar basement apartment. The ceiling pipes creaked softly. A small table held a loaf of bread, a glass of water, and a folded note. She reached for it with trembling hands. In careful handwriting, it read, "No name, no explanation, just the note, the pendant, and the silence." But for Bunz, that was enough. A beginning was all she had ever wanted. Now finally free, Bunz made it her mission to explore the world and spread joy and happiness wherever she goes.
Hey, excuse me.
What?
Hello?
Wait, hey.
Give me that.
Hey, wait, give me that. No.
No wonder I was sneezing like crazy. You've been yapping about me for a minute. Melvin, if you hear that, you have 3 seconds to come back here. I cannot deal with those bunsies by myself.
Security,
Melvin,
security.
I won't stop spinning the wheel.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.